Hello everybody, here I am, the Gunslinger, with another replay for you on the same map of Metalopolis, and it is a 1v1 between a Terran opponent and a Zerg opponent once more. Now, in the top position, we have the green Zerg, who will be SwirlyRolls. And in the bottom position, cross positions on this map, we have Slayer's Dragon. That is correct, you heard me right, this is the player dragon from the Slayer's team. Same team that has people like Slayer's Boxer. I don't know if you may know him or not. Now, this is, once again, another replay from the Teamspeak TL Open, I believe number 22, and this is round 4, so this will be on a map of Metalopolis. Now, I personally participated in this tournament, and, you know, I got steamrolled pretty quick. I'm not the best player in the world, and I got pitted up against, like, a number 4 Masters League. So I got rolled pretty quick. Maybe he even advanced to this round, and I'll show you his skills. But I know for a fact, Dragon, being on Team Slayers, you've got to be a good player. So I hope to see some good Terran strategy from him. Interesting thing is that the Korean style actually allows for that faster supply depot. They don't wall off with that first supply depot. That's something I normally always see on the American server. Meanwhile, SwirlyRolls, not going to do anything too drastic. He's gonna start pinging things like crazy, and I don't know why. Maybe just to spam dead APM? Or this was one of the players just spamming like crazy. Holy cow. Dragon, oh wow, Dragon puts a heart. He pinged a heart onto the game, right on the mini-map. That was fantastic. He's gonna continue to do this. Oh, Dragon, I love you too. Now, interesting thing to note, Dragon doesn't want to mess around. He's going to go for, oh wow, in the same day I do cast these blind, and I did not see that he is going to go for a double barracks rush. And a fast expand by SwirlyRolls means he could be in danger here. He's also going for a spawning pool at the same time. So, will Dragon be able to handle this as easy as we know he usually can? It's good to see that he's having fun spamming hearts onto the minimap. I'm glad. Oh wow, that's just amazing. SwirlyRolls almost gonna have his hatchery finish. This SCV is gonna pop down. Will he build a bunker right away, or will he scout first? Scouting probably the position of that spawning pool. Noticing there is no spawning pool just yet. One gas might cause him to be a little wary. Now that gas was pulled. He actually noticed that, so we will see just enough for the metabolic. Well, not enough for the metabolic boost even. He's just going to get a minimal amount of gas. Sending the workers down. Pretty good movement there. Good macro decisions. 4 Zerglings on the way. However, a bunch of SCVs and the first 2 Marines are out on the field. 4 Zerglings are going to spawn out, so this could be very dangerous. Bunker being made. Will the Zerglings be able to do enough damage? SwirlyRolls is actually playing back. Will he engage on these Marines? He needs to. He needs to kill them now. He has enough Zerglings. He's actually going to pull a drone. No, he's going to stay back. That's not the best. Well, he does cause that bunker to become incomplete. However, the SCVs have now shown up. More Zerglings are on their way. They are moving slow, but the Marines will be able to destroy them. That is bad micromanagement. He can go ahead and take this down. Most highly skilled players will realize right away that, yes, you can go ahead and destroy these Marines with just a few Zerglings, even with, well, but the SCVs have shown up, so Dragon will be able to go ahead and build this bunker. Even though there is a Spore Crawler, and not even the Queen really going to bother with it too much. But the Zerglings now going to move in and engage. A little late. The bunker, however, is finished. Will it be destroyed by the Spine Crawler and the Queen? Sure enough, it seems that way, but the Marines are actually staying back. No, those SCVs repair that bunker. So this was great placement. Dragon is going to be in great position. The Queen trying to destroy these units, but that bunker is repaired. The Spine Crawler, Spore Crawler, nope, that was a Spine Crawler, is gone. The second barracks, or second bunker being finished. Zerglings just moving too slow. Cannot do that much damage. The Zerglings moving forward, destroying the SCVs, but no. One bunker completed, going to do some great damage. This basically might be GG any minute now. Dragon is so far ahead right now. He's got more Marines on the way. And if we take a look here, we see Metabolic Boost is being researched by SwirlyRolls, as well as 6 more Zerglings. Now, this is scary. At this point, the battle is almost lost, to be honest. I haven't really seen too many matches where this has been turned around. But Dragon, just so efficient with this build. He knew what he was doing the whole time, sending more SCVs. That bunker rush was very effective. But being on Team Slayers, it's no surprise. Boxer, nowadays, is known for that bunker rush and able to place that down and cause his Marines to do incredible damage. Aggression against this expansion, kind of contain them at 2 bases. However, that's a lot of Zerglings coming down, but there are also some SCVs repairing it. They do destroy 1 bunker and gonna let it burn, as there are no Marines in it. The Marines did come out to try and do some damage, but that is finished. Marines are actually gonna exit that bunker and move forward, gonna try and do some damage on this hatchery. Slayer's Dragon gonna move up. He's got a nice amount of Marines able to move forward. Marines destroying that queen with ease. Playing back, gonna out micro these Zerglings. However, they do get some form of half surround. Marines are going to be destroyed by the Zerglings, and that was a lot of aggression. Now that we have downtime, whoa, more Marines being involved, gonna get destroyed, but 61 units were killed. Dragon killed 61 units. There is very little, there are very few instances where you can just simply come back from that. If we look at the unit counting state, well, let's look at the income. Yes, that's it right there. Dragon's income, so much better at this moment in time. Zerglings are going to move forward, though, trying to make an engagement. Baneling Nest coming down, going to go for that Baneling Burst, trying to break through, but these Marines are going to get that high ground and be able to spot them early. Now, another bunker is going to be placed, hopefully to snipe those Banelings as they appear. Now, we also see 2 factories being produced. Meanwhile, SwirlyRolls is going to go ahead and get 6 Banelings, and 14 more Zerglings will be on their way. And he's going to begin to spread the creep wave down, continuing to inject larvae, showing some good mechanics there. Now, when Orbital Command was finished, he's going to try and move it out, but he needs to be very careful as there is a decent amount of units there. If he goes ahead and move these Banelings into position, the Banelings going to move forward. Marines pushing back. The Banelings, oh, we don't get to see that much. But you see here, they did reduce that supply depot too very little, and I hate that angle. I'm sorry. Zerglings gonna fall back as the SCVs do arrive to repair it. Banelings not able to do enough due to that amazing control by Dragon. However, Dragon's gonna have his base lift up, set down, and place another bunker there. This is dangerous. These Zerglings are kind of dancing in the natural expansion here. We do see a bunker. Marines able to do some damage. However, these Zerglings will have that bunker easily controlled. Ooh, SCV gets pulled off of 1 bunker and goes to finish the other. SCVs being constantly made. Going to repair them now. However, needs to be careful. These Zerglings in a dangerous position. SwirlyRolls holding on. If we take a look now, it seems like, oh, still 87 units killed. So much lost for SwirlyRolls. Can't handle himself right now. Dragon is going to be able to move that bunker up even more. He can almost pull out all his Marines. Ooh, that's pretty cool. If you ever notice how you can actually move Marines from one bunker to the other, especially if they're next to each other. Zerglings are going to, SwirlyRolls is going to move his Zerglings, rather, to these Zeldonga watchtowers to be able to get some great vision. If we take a look, he's got vision of basically half of the map, especially with his overlords. Meanwhile, another orbital command is being made by Dragon. He's going to seize another expansion here pretty soon, seeing as how he is starting to deplete his main. Meanwhile, a third expansion, second expansion, third base for SwirlyRolls is being made as he goes for that hatchery. He still is now just going, he is just now going for lair. He's almost halfway. Going for more extractors. We could see more Banelings shortly, however, let's take a look, see what buildings he has in place. I wasn't paying too much attention to the actual production queue. If he was able to do both at the same time, I commend him. Now, both of the barracks have actually moved over so that we have a semi-wall-off, and there are a lot of Hellions that have come out. Now, let's take a look. They do not have the Blue Flame upgrades. The Marines are actually going to stay back, but these Hellions able to do some great harassment against Zerg, especially at this point. He only has Zerglings right now, doesn't have any roaches, so a large amount of Hellions will be very effective. Now, he could switch into Thor if he so felt, but this itself is an interesting transition as the two barracks bunker rush did not succeed. Going to move forward, that Evo chamber will allow basically a wall off. The Queen will be able to do, 2 Queens going to be able to do some damage, but units being destroyed by those Hellions. Let's take a look there. He destroyed a couple workers, but not too much. he did take some good damage going into the yellow and orange for most of these Hellions. They're going to be doing some exploring. That expansion was actually cancelled because it hadn't finished yet when those Hellions were on the field. Good play once more. A Spire going down. So that's a good tech strategy. It may be a little too late, however, as a macro hatchery along with that Spire. Now, more Hellions have arrived on the field. I don't know if I completely agree with this, but going for some kind of mech build would be pretty interesting. He is going to switch right into Thor's with that armory completed. He's going to go for 2 armories so he can get those vehicle upgrades. Scanning down, look at the amazing range on the blue flames. He actually did have the blue flames. I'm sorry, I missed that as well. Vehicle weapons level 1, as well as the auto tracking will go ahead and be completed. So Slayer's Dragon is in the lead, is going to seize the gold expansion. He does feel very confident. He had such a superior lead, stopping that early, well, there was some aggression from the Banelings after his 2 barracks bunker rush. I keep having to miss my words there. It felt strange. That did do a good job of containing Zerg and kind of harassing him, so he lost a lot of units. I shouldn't say unsuccessful. It was pretty darn successful at that. Macro hatchery almost completed. Going to build up more in his army. That's a lot of Zerglings moving out. They do have the speed upgrade, and he's also going to go for 6 mutas. That's also a very good transition against Hellions. However, that's a quick transition into Thor. Gonna scan his entire base there. Dragon is, well, showing the fire of the dragon. Meanwhile, we see Flyer Carapace level 1 and centrifugal hooks being made. Zerglings are going to move out. They will try and destroy a Hellion, but no, instead he loses 4 Zerglings in that little charred mess right there. Now, will he be pretty harassing with these mutas, or will he just chase down these Hellions? Sure seems like that will be the case since he ran right over the top of them. Now, we do see 2 more refineries going down. Nothing along the lines of 2 large buildings. Going to continue to get vehicle level 2 upgrades, vehicle plating upgrade number 1, and building armor. Especially since his opponent does have the ability to use those Banelings. Now, do we see any? We do see that we have a nice amount of Thors on the field, so we will see the destruction of these mutas very easily. Great transition. You bait your opponent out with a lot of Hellions. That is how it's finished, and I just saw some crazy sounds from that. I did not know what that sound was. But these Thors able to kind of prevent SwirlyRolls from doing a lot of damage there. Those Hellions seem like they would be in danger, but with Thors, with these missile turrets, these mutas will be basically rendered worthless. Now, there are towers on all parts of his base. He's going to roll in, see this expansion. He can go ahead and destroy it if he so chooses, but those Thors are on their way. Zerglings should be focusing on these Thors. Oh, those mutas are going down. They did not stand a chance. Just looking once again. Let's look at the income tab. Dragon is so far ahead right now. He's just going to macro up. He's almost at max arm. Well, yeah, he's almost at max army. Seems like the basic unit composition is a large amount of Zerglings and mutas. That's typically good, but he should use some more of those Banelings against those Thors. That will make them pretty much useless. He could also get some Banelings and rush up into the space and get even more destruction. Expansion continuing for Dragon. As the Zerglings were trying to do a run by, he is going to try and surround these Thors. The Hellions are the ones that did most of the damage there, destroying them all. Very well done. Take a look here, just so much in favor of Dragon right now. In terms of the units he is destroying, there is so little that he can do. SwirlyRolls is so far out expanded. Now that we see that, well, gold isn't even close to being depleted, he's going to go ahead and move into expanding one and now another base. Meanwhile, his natural still isn't even that far depleted. He is just macroing up, getting the economy, getting the better units. His money starting to float up. But then again, when you're maxed, why not? You've got the Thors to handle the air attack. You've got the Marines to do some support are in the base, and you have the Hellions to deal with those Zerglings. So, welcome to the danger zone. Here might come one of the biggest and most climactic push is coming. A lot of Zerglings, not too much else going on. Ooh, he's actually decided to go for roaches and the Zerg ground carapace level 2, but the Zerglings getting some form of surround on the Thors, but the Hellions will sweep up and clean house. We are going to see the final push here as Dragon is going to move forward with his Thors. You may even see some SCVs, even though it's not really an all-in. Scan going down, destroying these creep tumors, cutting down on the creep spread. Even if this attack would fail, that would give him a huge advantage. Because basically, once you destroy the top of the creep line, it has to start all over. Thor is able to do damage against these overlords. They are going to be all destroyed. Hellions doing damage against the queen. Roach is now involved, able to destroy those Hellions. Too late. SwirlyRolls, G's. Doesn't really GG. And there you have it. Dragon just going to have some fun with it. And there you have it. I liked the 2 barracks bunker rush, except this time it was more successful, mostly because he added on the SCVs. Then switching, seeing as how there was a lot of banelings coming, he used a lot of good micro to control his base and defend himself, eventually moving these barracks down and defending his expansion from the banelings. After doing that, he decided to go into a massive mech play, getting a lot of Hellions with the tech lab, then switching right into Thors as well. Very good job for Dragon. SwirlyRolls, tough luck, man. You just didn't do enough damage, and he had you beat. You just didn't handle yourself well. You could have engaged those Marines at the start and stopped that bunker rush from going, but you gave too much power. That's what I learned. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two as well, and I will see you guys next time with more tournament action replays.